Good morning. Today I am at a beautiful English fairy tale cottage in the county of Wiltshire. It's on the estate of Iford Manor, and Iford Manor is owned by my friends William and Marianne, who live in the manor itself, and it is home to the world famous gardens, the Harold Peto gardens, which are absolutely stunning, and I will take you around in another episode. But right now, what I wanted to do was take you on a tour around this gorgeous cottage. Now, the cottage was renovated about 2 years ago, which they have now turned into a holiday let, and it dates back to the medieval period. Now, they're not quite sure exactly how old it is, but it dates back to between 1200 and 1400. So it's a really old property that used to be the stables. And now it is a beautiful cottage, and I'm going to take you inside to have a little look around. So when you first get into the cottage, you are met with the dining room. It's a really lovely space. Now that there is the old entranceway into this building. There would have been a door there, so it's slightly raised up from what would have been ground level, but that would have been the entrance. And originally this room was the stables. You can see a lot of original period features. And I love that when they renovated it, they have kept all of these original stable features. I think that's just so important. You don't want to lose the history and integrity of the building. This space here, this little nook, that is where they would have placed their oil lamps when they were mucking out the horses. So again, rather than filling that in, they've left it, which I think is lovely. There's lots of floral paintings dotted around this building. A touch that I particularly like. Now through here we have the kitchen. This is the newest part of the building. It dates back to the 1930s. It has a lovely view out towards the river, and it's a really decently sized space. So you've got an oven, you've got a microwave, fridge and freezer. Lots of local coffee. Yeah, that's the newest part. So that was originally just an empty space between the stables and the barn a little further on. Right, let's go through here. This got lots of creaky floorboards. This here is the living room. And again, I like that they've kept a lot of really nice original period features. The original fireplace there, although that is no longer in use. It's been replaced by this modern one. So it's not real fire, no fire hazards. And again, you just have really nice views out of the windows. I'll take you outside shortly. But anyway, let's go upstairs and have a look up there. So quite rickety old stairs. These are original and quite old. So not particularly child friendly. So this property isn't advertised as being child friendly. It's adult only. As you can see, you wouldn't want your children on these old steps, especially up here. They get really narrow and windy. So that part of the building is not in use. That connects through to the office space. But through here we have 3 really lovely rooms. This is my favourite one. This is where I stayed before. Just really lovely colouring. I love all the textures, the mix of antiques, 2 different textures. I really, really like this lamp. All the deep windows. And again, Marianne's done such a good job of designing the space. Every room has a really decent sized bathroom as well. With bath and shower. King size beds in all the rooms. It's a really gorgeous space to wake up in. It's just such a quiet little valley. So Iford Manor is set in a little dip, about 15 minutes from Bath. It's set in its own little valley, so it feels like it's a world away. All you can hear is the river outside and the birds chirping in the morning, which is lovely. Just the bliss you want to wake up to in the morning. I love this old piece of wood. I don't know what it would have been originally, if this is an original feature or not. But now this is your window shutter. You can close it and block all the light out for the night. But I love that you can see all of the little worm marks. Again, it's a nice feature to keep in rather than replace. Lots of nice textures and colours. Right, let's go through into room number 2. So down this hall. Again, a really lovely room. So over here, you've got a nice desk in the corner. And you've got a shower tucked away there. And your own private bathroom in here. Alright, let's take a look at room number 3. So this one is on the south facing side of the property, so it's a bit darker, but I really like that. It is nice. Again, a beautifully designed bathroom. And another really lovely bedroom. All decent sized, all king size beds. Lovely detailing on all the curtains. Really heavy fabric, so they completely block all the light out. And from this bedroom, you can just about make out the top of the garden at the top, just there. I'll take you all around the garden in the next episode. So yeah, this is the house. 3 bedrooms, a dining area, and 1, 2, 3, 4 bathrooms. Alright, back down Downstairs we go. Another old feature. So that's it. That is the gorgeous, gorgeous cottage. And of course, lots of lovely features in the garden. So Rowley Cottage is just there. And that is Iford Manor. Wild garlic. Oh, so good. Good morning. We had a wonderful day yesterday at Rowley. Just enjoyed going around the gardens. We went out for a lovely dinner. I've been joined by my friends Annabelle and Alec, and this morning we're just out in the gardens getting some photos while we've actually got some really nice decent weather, because that's the best thing about staying at Rowley Cottage. Whether it's in season or out of season, when the gardens are actually closed, as a guest of Rowley you get access to the gardens out of hours and out of season as it is at the moment. So we have got these gardens all to ourselves, so we're making the most of it. Genuinely, this is one of my favourite gardens in all of England. It's just gorgeous. It's the mix of the architecture and the garden itself. They just blend so perfectly together, and it just has such a wonderful contrast between feeling like you're in the Italian countryside 1 minute, looking like you're looking out over a scene in Tuscany, and then being straight back into the English countryside. It's so perfectly done. It's absolutely phenomenal. I can't recommend Iford Manor enough. I really can't.
No, that's just a bedroom. It's lovely though, lovely gardens.
The rain has joined us. We've had a really lovely afternoon. We went to Bradford-on-Avon, which is the nearest town to Iford Manor. It's about 5 minutes down the road, and it's a really delightful little place, which I often think of as the poorer cousin of Bath. It's very similar in style to buildings, very Georgian architecture, same colouring, and it's just a really lovely little place, and it is home to a gorgeous tea rooms. It's in a 15th century building. It's called the Bridge Tea Rooms. I'll link to it below. But we went in there, and it's just a fantastic place. The food and the tea are brilliant, and it's really nice because it's very in period, and the staff all wear their Victorian clothing, and it's a really delightful little place. So we stopped there for tea, did a little bit of charity shopping, and now we are back home at the cottage. So I've come out in the rain with my brolly, and I'm just going to have a little potter around the garden and make the most of it while I'm here. It's our last night now, and yeah, I just want to make the most of every minute. This morning I have been up with the birds, up with the dawn chorus. I had the alarm set for 5:15 so I could get out and just enjoy this garden as peacefully as possible. I mean, it's always beautiful, always. But there's something even more enchanting about getting to enjoy it first thing in the morning when it literally is just you and the birds. Beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to be setting off soon, so I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I will see you again next week. Lots of love. One last look around the cloisters before I go. It was beautiful getting to hang out here yesterday evening. The rain.